press the bell icon on the YouTube app and never miss another update.
Hello students, we are going to learn something that is very necessary always. We may not be used to this kind of concept now only when we are ready for exams or we need to do something out of business, we do take on to this task. What we are going to learn today is how to write a proper letter, okay? Now, formats can change in British and American, but what we adopt is British format, okay? What we speak is also an adaptation of the British English, so we are going to follow something called as the British format. Now, what I want you to know in this is, today what we are going to learn is how to write a formal letter, okay? We are going to learn how to write a formal letter. Let us divide it into this kind, formal and informal, okay? Now earlier this was widely used practice where people used to write letters, but now that we have a lot of technology coming with us, we are used to texting, and even with texting our spellings are lost. We have lost our spellings, we don't know the correct choice of words, but when you do this, and we have taken into a format of email, but that also has a format to write. You cannot simply just send it to somebody. If you are doing if you have to write a formal and a neat, clear one, you still have a format for it. Here, likewise, when you are writing to your principal, okay, principal of the college, your school, maybe some authority outside, okay, any officials, or you will have to write it to somebody on an authority, you need to know how to write it, okay? So basically today let's divide it into formal and informal. Now informal is something that you write it to your friends or parents, okay, who have some close connection with you. But formal needs a clear understanding of how you will write it. Now I will divide this part into two. What we are going to do is, first I will jot down what are the elements that are needed in order to write the letter. Please open your pen and paper and start writing as I write on the board, because after which you will forget what is to be written. You will have to go and rewind back again. So as I am writing, we will go slow. As I am writing, you also take it down and then we can write it together, alright? Now, see, letters can be in different ways. Maybe one letter of order, another letter of request, okay, you want to take leave, okay, you want to apply for a job. So everything has its own way of writing it, but what has to be written on one side remains the same. Now I will put down for you what is to be written down in the letter. Jot it down before me. What are the important elements? First one, you should have the sender's address. Okay, that is from. But you're not supposed to write from. When we do it, we will do it. So this is a formal letter. Okay, formal letter. Informal letter, we'll do it in the next part. Sender's address, first one, alright. Then, date. Third one, okay. Third one is called as inside address or to address. Okay, to address or inside address. Then comes the salutation. All right. After salutation is subject line or reference line. Now write it neatly somewhere and keep it properly so that in your entire life you will never forget this format, okay? You must not make any mistake while writing a letter. We have lost the art of writing because of technology. I have observed texting language in answer scripts. Okay, why are we doing this? Because we have gotten used to that. We're not gotten used to this. So always have a check on your spellings. Okay, after subject line is the body of the letter. Okay, then once the body is done, okay, complementary clause. Complementary clause or closure, okay, or valediction or subscription, okay. Or sign off. All mean the same. I've given you a lot of words because you must understand that all words will have to mean the same there in this part of the letter. That's the 7th point. Then 8th one I'll write here, okay. Follow it there. Signature. Okay. 9th one will be if there are any enclosures. Now this is not needed in your exam point of view, but enclosures you keep in mind when you apply for a job or you will have to attach something, then you put it under enclosures, okay. So I'll explain it to you again, then we will write a letter, okay. So first will come the sender's address, that is from. Who is from? If you are writing the letter, from your side. Then comes the date. Okay, I'll show you how to write the date format also. Please follow the British style. Then the inside address, to whom you are going to send the letter. Salutation, okay, salutation. Then that is respected dear, sir, madam, okay. Subject line, what is your subject? Now if you have to apply leave for 3 days and you will have to write a letter to the headmaster or headmistress, then what you will have to write to apply for leave, and then you will have to write it in the body. What is your actual content? Why do you need the leave? Your explanation will be given in the body. Here along with subject line is reference line. Reference line will always stand in chance when you apply for jobs. Like if you have an advertisement that you have seen in the newspaper, maybe let's take the Times of India, and there is an advertisement for the post of an English teacher or an English lecturer, okay, and you will write the reference as, okay, your advertisement dated so and so on or in the Times of India, okay. Another way of writing references, if you have to give any reference to the previous letters or previous orders or previous any number, okay, so that will be reference. Then is the body of the letter, that is your main content. This is the only part where you will have to convince. All your convincing will be done in the body of the letter, and it should be very concise and very short, okay, not like an essay. You're not supposed to write the body of the letter like an essay, and choice of words that I said are very important when you write the body of the letter, okay. English is very simple, okay. English can be turned into many forms. We'll deal with that when we learn figures of speech, how you can make English very creative, how you can say the same thing like in four different ways, okay. That I'll teach you when we come to figures of speech, but here also you can make a choice of words, you can use certain words if you know the meaning properly. If you don't know the meaning, please don't use, because then it may mean something else, alright. Body of the letter. Then is complementary clause, okay. Complementary clause or closure or valediction, subscription, sign off. That is yours faithfully, sincerely, obediently, okay, yours truly, all right, lovingly, that is for an informal, all right. Then signature, okay, your signature, and then in brackets you write your name. Enclosures, that is I told you. Now if you open an email, today go to the mail and send a mail to your name back again. You can send your own mail to your own address, okay, check that. Then you get an option, attach. Here in the letter it is called as enclosure. Now even in WhatsApp you have, isn't it? Something like this, a pin like that, okay. So that is enclosure. If you have to, if you're applying for the job and if you have to keep your certificates, if you have to keep your resume, okay, so that will be there. Another enclosure is maybe if you have to attach the previous documents or something that you have, whatever they have asked you for, okay. So enclosures, if any. For you it may not matter here, the enclosures, but I want you to keep in mind for your future years. So this 9 points please never ever forget, okay. That is from, date, to, salutation, that's respected, subject line is, it should be very brief and to the point, okay. Body, where you convince, complimentary close is yours faithfully, yours sincerely, your signature, and enclosures if any, all right. So now we'll write a letter and understand it. So I hope you have taken it down now. Don't get confused when I use these words, because I wanted you to take it down, and you must take it down because I will be using these words that I wrote on the board just now. Okay, please take down the question. I'll repeat it thrice and I'll go slow with the question. Please take it down. With that question we are going to write the letter for today. I'll split it into two. Please don't get confused because I have no space here, but you will have to continue in the fresh page, okay. I have divided because of lack of space here. You continue it in one single page. Don't write. Now see, basic mistake you students do is, now this is your answers page you think, okay, your answer script. This is page number 1 and this is page number 2. Don't do this mistake anytime in future also and in your answer sheets also. You start the letter from here and end it over here. That is wrong. Rather, what you must do, now imagine you have finished writing your answer over here, okay, one question answer you have finished writing over here. This much space is remaining, okay, don't act stingy, okay, don't act stingy, leave that space, nothing is going to happen, leave that space, start the letter over here and make sure that you finish by the end of the page, okay. Forget of this gap, nothing is going to happen to it, you start writing on the fresh page. So one single page you must finish the letter. See, that will also help the evaluators to correct it easily. Otherwise there is a connection from here to here, the entire format is lost, okay, entire format of the letter is lost. So please keep in mind, only in one sheet, if this space is remaining, forget it, nothing is going to happen. Now if you know that you have only one line of the answer to finish. Now for example, you are writing an answer, okay. We will take it as page number 2 and page number 3. In page number 1, you have written your answer, okay. You have written your answer. And there is one line that will come over here. Try to adjust it over in this place itself, because you know what you are going to write, isn't it? You know your next sentence. The teacher will not know what your next sentence is, but you know what your next sentence is going to be, what you are going to write. So what you do here is, if there is one line remaining, try adjusting over here itself, alright, so that you can begin the letter on the fresh page. So no need of wasting a very long page. But if there is a wastage of this page, no problem, go to the next page and write. Alright, now take down the question and we will write the letter for today. I will give you 2 questions, one we will do in class, another one you do it for yourself. Alright, the question goes like this. Write a letter to the commissioner. Write a letter to the commissioner. Okay, I am going to repeat it thrice because I don't know if you are taking it down or no, but still I will repeat it thrice so that you understand what the content is. Write a letter to the commissioner of the city corporation, Bengaluru. Write a letter to the commissioner of the city corporation, Bengaluru, comma, regarding the water scarcity in your area. Okay. Write a letter to the commissioner of the city corporation, Bengaluru, regarding the water scarcity in your area. Okay. Your letter, put a full stop there, your letter should include problems you face, comma, reasons for water scarcity, comma, solutions to end water scarcity. Okay, I will repeat it again. Write a letter to the commissioner of the city corporation, Bengaluru, regarding the water scarcity in your area. Your letter, full stop and continue, your letter should include problems you face, comma, reasons for water scarcity, comma, solutions to end water scarcity, full stop. Imagine you are Adam or Arpita. Okay, ADAM, Adam bar Arpita. Okay, I will say it again once. Please see if you have written properly. Write a letter to the commissioner of the city corporation, Bengaluru, regarding the water scarcity in your area. Your letter should include problems you face, reasons for water scarcity, and solutions to end water scarcity. Full stop. Imagine you are Adam or Arpita. Okay. So now we will write the letter. First thing you must keep in mind, we are following the British format. Everything on the left hand side. Okay. So for me, this is my right, this is my left. You also write it neatly. So everything must begin on the left hand side. You don't divide the page like this, okay? I am dividing because I have little space. You write it in one single page on the left side itself. So what you have to do? Write the letter, format everything on the left hand side, alright? Okay, we shall begin our letter. First is what? Sender's address. Who is the sender? I am the sender. Okay, you are the sender. So write your address. What are you? Either Adam or Arpita. Write one of them. Okay. Now write one imaginary address because address is not given. Okay. We will write it like this. Adam or Arpita. Okay. Write one of the names. I will write both, but you write one of the names. Third main. Third cross, okay, Miller's Road, Bengaluru. Then write the pin code, some pin code you put 578423. Okay, any imaginary pin code you put, don't put your pin code. Adam or Arpita, 3rd Main, 3rd Cross, Millers Road, Bengaluru, 578423. Okay, one imaginary address you write. If they have given you the address, please write that address. Otherwise, some imaginary address you can write, no problem. Then, after that, everything on the left hand side, please remember, leave one line. Whenever I put an arrow mark here, that means you have to supposed to leave a line. Okay, this is an indication for you. Wherever I am going to put arrow mark, that means you will have to leave one line. Okay. See, because you are writing in a ruled sheet, it is easy for you. I am not writing anything ruled here. Okay. So, arrow mark is an indication for, I will write it here, leave a line. You don't write it in the letter, okay, but leave one line. Then, how to write the date, okay, we will write it like this. 15, I am writing the British format, 15 December 2018, okay, 15 December 2018. Okay, now what I want you to remember here is, see, you write the date first, the month in words, no comma, absolutely no comma, directly go and write the year, okay. So, 15th of December 2018, whereas on the other side of the format it is said December the 15th, American, December the 15th 2000 or 2018, December the 15th 2018 or 2018 is American, whereas 15th of December 2018 is British. So, this is British format, 15 right there, don't put any comma, write the month in words, okay, January, February, March, anything till December, then write the year. Any year, if they have given, please be very careful to write what they have given, otherwise write one imaginary year, okay, we have written 2018. Alright, then what is the next one? Inside address, to address. Now, who are we supposed to write? Letter to the Commissioner of the City Corporation, Bengaluru, okay. So, that is 2. Now, please leave a line again here. Now, you are not supposed to write, okay, one more thing I forgot, you are not supposed to write from and to, that is understood, okay. I did not write from here, can you see, nor am I going to write to here, directly write the name, it is understood that you are sending it to this person, alright. So, to is here, okay, inside address, leave a line and then we write. Who we are supposed to write? The Commissioner. Commissioner of who? The city. Commissioner, City Corporation, Bengaluru. 543179. Some pin code you write, okay. Who is the to address? The Commissioner, City Corporation, Bengaluru, and one pin code, okay. Next, you are supposed to leave one more line, okay. I will continue there, but you understand. So, what have we written here? First is from, but not supposed to mention from. So, Adam or Arpita, 3rd Main, 3rd Cross, Millers Road, Bengaluru, and the pin code. Next, leave a line, 15th of December 2018 or 2018, then leave a line, then Commissioner, City Corporation, Bengaluru, pin code. Next, again leave a line. I am continuing there, you continue in your paper. What are we supposed to do next? We are supposed to write the salutation, that is, respected sir, respected or dear sir or madam, okay, write either one of them, respected or dear, don't write both, either write respected sir or madam. You must write sir or madam because you don't know who is there, who is going to see the letter, okay. So, you write sir or madam, anybody it is addressed to, they will see. If you are writing respected sir and madam, don't write dear. If you are writing dear, don't write respected, alright. Then, Next again leave a line. Subject. What is our subject? Scarcity of water. Okay, leave a line. Scarcity of water in Miller's Road. Okay. Subject is scarcity of water. Where is your address? Address is Miller's Road. So mention Miller's Road. All right. Now leave another line. Now is the most important thing for us, that is the body of the letter. Now we'll write it like this. We'll split it into 3 paragraphs because they have asked us 3 things. What are they? Problems you face, reasons and solutions. So let's split it into 3 and write it properly. Okay. Let's write it like this. This is, now you may find it very small. What I am saying is what I am writing there. So you follow what I am talking also. This is to bring to your notice okay, this is to bring you to your notice regarding the scarcity of water in our area. Don't write again Miller's Road because it is mentioned here. Okay. All right. Then this is to bring to your notice, regarding the scarcity of water in our area. Okay. The people of this area, mention the problem in the first stanza. Okay, first paragraph. The people of this area do not have, don't write don't, okay. Don't write don't, but write do not. Don't write the short forms while you write letters, okay. Don't write don't, but write do not. Do not have enough. Do not have enough water to meet their basic needs. Okay, basic needs. Then we have said what is the problem. Problem is we are not even able to fulfill our basic needs. Okay. So see here, after you write the subject, don't leave any space. We are used to like that leave some space here and begin here. Very wrong. The new format is not like that. New format is where you begin from where the margin is. Okay. Please keep in mind also. Now that we have mentioned our problem, what's our problem? Our problem is we are not able to fulfill our basic needs. Now we will see. I'm going to continue it over here. I'm going to erase this. Okay, continuation of that will be written over here. Alright, so we have written not enough to meet the basic needs. Okay. Now we'll understand, we'll write what are the reasons for it. Okay. You can write it very short, but you need to write certain things, isn't it? We'll write the reasons now in the next paragraph. Please leave a line over here and continue it on the left side, just beside the margin. Don't go and write over here. That is in your answer writing, but not in your letter. Okay, so we are going to write it over here. What are the reasons? Okay. Callous. Callous meaning unhearted, not bothered at all. Okay, callous attitude of citizens. Callous attitude of citizens who waste who waste a lot of water, careless citizens who waste a lot of water, and the indifference of the authorities careless attitude of the citizens who waste a lot of water and the indifference of the authorities can be considered as major reasons. Okay, this is the second paragraph, that is reasons for having it. All right, now we are going to write, okay, just a second, indifference of the authorities can be, indifference of the authorities, okay, we can add one more over here, I'm sorry, just a second, indifference of the authorities and poor implementation of the measures can be considered as major reasons. Okay, next leave a line and then we will write our solutions for it. Okay, a temporary solution could be supply of water through tankers. Okay, then this is what you have given as a short term solution, it's a temporary solution. A long term solution, could be use of scientific methods, okay, use of scientific methods, rainwater harvesting, and regular checks. Okay, regular checks. Now I'll read it once for you if you have missed anything. We have written the salutation there, respected sir or madam, or dear sir or madam. Okay, then subject is scarcity of water in your address status Miller's Road. Body of the letter, leave a line and start the body of the letter just beside the margin. This is to bring to your notice regarding the scarcity of water in our area. Your area is already mentioned, don't mention it again. The people of this area do not have enough water to meet their basic needs. That's the problem. So what have you told as the reason? Callous is unhearted. Okay, they are not bothered about it. Callous attitude of citizens who waste a lot of water and the indifference of the authorities and poor implementation of the measures, or you can, even if you don't want to link the word with and, you can add with poor implementation of the measures, can be considered as major reasons, full stop. They have asked you also for solutions. A temporary solution could be supply of water to tankers, full stop. A long term could be use of scientific methods, rainwater harvesting and regular checks. Maybe regular checks on taps and other things. That is understood, okay? Then, I am going to continue it over here. If you have missed anything, please play back the video and write again, okay? Then awaiting for your response, okay? Awaiting your response. Or kindly do the needful, or bar. Okay, either one of them, awaiting your response or kindly do the needful. Then, complimentary, okay, right, thank you first. Not thanking you is wrong, no ing there, okay. You have been taught to write thanking you, I agree, but now you understand thanking you is wrong, but thank you, okay. What's it? Thank you, that's it. Thank you, don't add ing, you're not going to get marks for it, okay. Thank you. Then, closure, leave a line and write thanking you. Here also, after you finish this, leave a line and then write this, leave a line and write thank you, then leave a line and again write yours faithfully. Okay, depends on different kinds of letters. Yours faithfully, okay, yours cordially, yours truly. Now that depends on what kind of letter you have to write. If you don't know anything, please basic understand, write yours faithfully, okay. That's it. Then obediently, sincerely, okay, sincerely. Alright, so this is a line that you leave. After you write that, below, just below this, because I have given it many words, otherwise just below that you put your signature, okay, write something, then in brackets write Adam or Arpita, either of the names that you have chosen, okay, your signature, and in brackets write Adam or Arpita, okay. If you have put Adam, Adam, if you put Arpita, Arpita. So this is the entire letter. One more thing I want you to remember is, don't add an apostrophe. There is a difference in adding apostrophe, see, before S and after S, okay. If it's a reference for one, it is inside. If it's an important body and if it is for a general purpose and for an what is that, for a bigger one, bigger audience, then you put it outside. But here you are not supposed to use any apostrophe inside or outside, okay. Just write YOURS, that's it. YOURS, faithfully, cordially, truly, obediently, sincerely, whatever it is. If you don't know anything, write faithfully. Then leave a line and no, just below that put your signature and write it, okay. So this is how you write a letter. I'll tell it to you again. All on the left hand side, Adam, 3rd Main, 3rd Cross, Millers Road, Bengaluru, pin code, leave a line, date, leave a line, the Commissioner, City Corporation, Bengaluru, pin code, leave a line, subject, write subject. Don't simply write what it is, write subject and then see, write subject, then to put dots like this, okay, and then continue it. What was our subject? Scarcity of water in Millers Road. Leave a line. First para was problem, leave a line. Second para was reasons, leave a line. Third paragraph was solutions. Leave a line awaiting your response or kindly do the needful. Here you can mention kindly do the needful because you are requesting them. Okay? It should, your choice of words should always be in the form of request. Not order, do it, no. Kindly do. Okay? Then, okay, kindly do. When you write kindly, don't add please. Okay? When you write kindly, don't add please. Kindly is also a form of being a very soft gesture. Okay, so kindly do the needful. Then leave a line, thank you only, no thanking you, thank you only. Leave a line, yours faithfully, just below that, your signature, and in bracket, Adam or Arpita. So with that we finish our letter. Alright. So this is what is called as a letter. Next coming part, I'll teach you what's an informal letter, how to write an informal letter. Same way of writing it, but a choice of words can be a little light. Here you must, what is that? Here you must be aware of what you are writing. Like you must write to the point, not here and there. Now I'll just point out some common mistakes that all of us, all you students sometimes do is, please don't repeat this henceforth, or please don't repeat it anywhere in future. Okay, this is, you have accepted format now, don't repeat it. Now, we'll begin from here. Between, in the answer scripts it is like this. Wrong. There is a spelling for between, write that. Okay, then with, this is written as with in some of the papers. Okay, this is also wrong. And some write it like this, or some write it like this. This is wrong. There is a spelling for it. Okay, then with and I just can't recall some words, just a second. Okay, one more mistake is, now imagine this is your answer paper or any paper. Okay, always when you write a letter, please fold your sheet into a margin. Don't put a margin, but fold your sheet into a margin. Here now imagine you have written this is to bring to your notice. Okay, now just see, there is this much space. Okay, don't write, now if I have to write the next word as about, don't write AB over here and put a dash and write OUT. Wrong. Leave that space, write the whole word about down. Okay, this is to bring to your notice. Forget the space, write about down. Whenever you write splitting words is wrong. Okay, don't split the words. Now if you have to write, you have written something here and then you have to write the next word as implementation. What will happen? Some of us write it as M, then TATION. When you split, you don't get the connection of the word. You cannot read it as a full word. Rather, what you do, leave the space and write it in the next line. You know how much, what is the font size of your handwriting. So, if it's clear and if you can fit into it and if you know it's very small and you can manage to write it, write it. If you don't, if you know the font size of your handwriting, please continue it into the next page, next line, I'm sorry, next line. Okay. Then there is a difference between this word, students, thought and taught. Okay, thought and taught. Thought is I'm thinking, my thoughts. Taught is I'm teaching, taught. Okay? Thought you remember as thinking. This is also a mistake in the letter. Taught is teaching. She taught me how to write a letter. Okay? His thoughts were on having a red dress. Alright? So thought and taught. Alright? Okay. Then when you write respected sir or madam, okay? Sir or madam, no comma. Okay? These punctuation marks are very, very important in English language because it can change the meaning of the sentence. If you don't have a punctuation mark, it can change the sentence. If you have a punctuation mark, it can also give you a different meaning. So punctuation marks, no comma here, okay, blank. Alright, so even when you write a date, if you have written 15th of December 2018, after 15 there is no comma, after December there is no comma, alright. That's it. Don't write from and to, that is, don't write it like this. Don't write from and put comma. Don't write to and write comma. This is wrong. Directly write the address. Then yours faithfully, there is no apostrophe. Not thanking you, but rather thank you, and finish off the letter. Okay, I'll give you one more question. You write down this letter for yourself. This is also a formal letter. With that, we can wind up formal letter writing today. The question goes like this. Write a letter to the coordinator, comma, apostrophe, Learn English Institute. Learn English Institute. Write a letter to the coordinator, comma, apostrophe, one apostrophe, not two. Learn English Institute, asking him about the English speaking courses they offer. Write a letter to the coordinator, comma, this one, Learn English Institute, asking him about the English speaking courses they offer. Full stop. Your letter should include the following details. First one, duration of the course. Second one is date of commencement. Okay, date of commencement. Third, fees of the course. I say it again. Write a letter to the coordinator, comma, Learn English Institute, asking him about the English speaking courses they offer. Full stop. Your letter should include the following details. First one, duration of the course. Second one, date of commencement. Third one, fees of the course. Okay. So this is your homework. You write it for yourself. Once you write it, you will get a thorough hand over writing it. Okay. Follow the same format that I have taught you. Okay. So thank you very much, and don't make these mistakes anywhere. Don't forget the format anytime, because it will be useful for you in the coming years when you go to your plus 2 and plus 1 and plus 2, and then your 12th, 13th and 14th grades also. Okay, so this will help you even when you find a job. So don't forget it, and thank you for listening. I hope you have written it down. If you have not, please write it down and keep it forever. Not for your exam, but keep it forever. Okay, thank you.